Keep your job. And if you don't like the job you got right now, don't leave until you secure another one. And
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about do not quit your job in 2025 because the job market is really trash at this point. So I've put the stitches together so that you learn. I'll be back to share my 2 cents.
keep your job. And if you don't like the job you got right now, don't leave until you secure another one. And what I mean by that is until you sign that dotted line and you have a start date, don't leave that one. So a lot of jobs are not coming easy as they used to. Hell, even McDonald's and Wendy's is getting more selective on who they hire. Protect your job at all costs. Don't be coming up here complaining about how they pissed you off at work. Don't be coming up here showing your badge. Don't be coming up here doing dances and stuff while you working. Make sure you clock out before you start doing your TikToks. Don't be showing your computer screen trying to prove to people on this app that you are employed. Stop being late to work. Come back from your lunch break on time. Do not break any confidentiality agreements that you signed when you first got hired. In a lot of corporate settings, we do sign confidentiality agreements. And it's basically just stating like what you do at work gonna stay at work. If you process payments or see any confidential information, you ain't gonna say nothing. And don't lose your job trying to go viral.
Don't quit that job. If you were thinking about quitting your job, don't. I'm trying to tell you, it's not like back in the day when you used to be able to quit a job, collect unemployment, kick your feet up for a little bit, relax, and then throw in like 3 to 4 applications and then get 2 jobs the next week. It's not like that anymore. Having a job is a luxury at this point. In this economy, everything is so expensive. If you don't have a job, the only thing you could do is beg, borrow, cheat, and steal. Like, honestly, it's the government fault. It's not my fault. Keep that job. And this one thing, like, okay, if you are under a toxic work environment and you really are considering leaving the job, do not leave until you have another job lined up. Because in this economy, you literally have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that potentially knows somebody to get a job. Even temp agencies, like it's just hard for everyone. If you quit your job, you are going to have to get on your hands and knees begging the Lord above, Jesus Christ our Savior, for a job. It's just the economy that we're in. Don't quit that job until you have another job lined up.
Please do not quit your job with no backup job right now. The job market is absolutely brutal. I've been in recruiting for coming up to a decade, and I've never seen candidates struggle as much as they are right now. And I know the first thought is, well, those people aren't qualified, they're no good. That is not the case. I have hundreds of recruiter friends that are saying that the people that apply for their jobs are some of the strongest candidates they've ever seen. In the past few years, companies have really struggled to find talented people. But now with the companies that are laying off people, there are more talented individuals flooding the market. And because of AI and the promises of AI, which is getting more done with less employees, a lot less companies are hiring than have done in the past. My advice is if you are in a toxic work environment, if you're in a bad work environment, start applying now because it is always easier to land a job when you have a job. And look, I've been in toxic work environments as well. They can be really bad for your health. But I promise you, this job market is worse than any toxic work environment. Please do not quit without a backup.
Just because you got an offer letter doesn't mean you quit your job. I'm telling you that right now. Like, don't quit your job just because you got an offer letter, okay? You're hearing it from me. I went through the process, and I'm so far into this process with this employer that I'm not going to show you the company, that they sent me a shirt. They sent me a package, like, full of stuff. That's all I'm going to show you. They sent me this. It's like a little charger thing. Like, I'm that far into the process. So I didn't quit my job, though. I did not quit the only job that I have. I work from home. This is my office. This is what I do all day. I do claims. I do insurance and all that good stuff. I've been doing it for over 3 years now. And I love my space. I work remote. I don't go in the office because it's too far away. But March 7th, I applied for this job. The job was like, hey, we need you to do a virtual interview. I was like, cool, I did it. Then next thing you know, they were like, hey, we want you to meet with, 3 of the hiring managers. And I did that. Then they were like, "Hey, we need you to meet with the the senior part department leader or whatever." And I did, and I was like an hour talking to him. Then they were like, "Hey, we want to offer you a position." Now, my mom always told me, don't put your eggs in one basket. Just don't do it. Don't put your eggs in one basket. You never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're going to like the job. You just never know. So I didn't put my eggs in one basket. I've been working my job like nothing has changed. I've been coming in on time. I've been leaving on time. I haven't been taking crazy amount of days off or anything unless I use PTO. I've been, servicing customers and, doing claims and all that good stuff. Like nothing's changed because I just didn't want to burn a bridge. So yesterday they were like, "Hey, we're having trouble verifying your high school diploma." Now, I am 38 years old. I don't walk around with a high school diploma. And I'm like, "Okay, I understand. So I'll just go down to the board and get a high school diploma, bada bing, bada boom, call it a day." Well, my board doesn't do it anymore because since COVID, they just don't do it in office. You have to order it. And I told them that. I was like, "Hey, I ordered it. It's going to take like 2 weeks to get here. If that's going to be a problem, let me know." And she was like, "Yeah, it's kind of going to be a problem. There's a website you can order transcripts from in high school diplomas." And when I go on the website, I went to the website and they were like, "Hey, we just don't do that in your area. Like your state does not allow us to do that online." So I tell her that, and she was like, "Yeah, that's going to be a problem. We need it like today." When I mean today, I mean like in a few minutes. She needs it. So I was like, "Okay, all right, I'll figure out something." So then she hits me with "And we can't verify that you used to work at the United States Postal Service for 4 years." I'm like, "How is that possible? How can you not verify that I used to work at the post office?" So I go on like this, the work number, and lo and behold, the work number said I only worked there like 4 months when I have check stubs that I just sent saying that I used to work there in 2020, and I sent tax documents. And she was like, "Hey, that's not good enough. We need a letter of verification from the employer, blah, blah, blah." Long story short, I just sent an email saying, "You know what? Respectfully, I'm going to have to decline the offer for employment. This is a lot to ask for, especially because I'm still doing my end of job duties, which I'm not because I never gave my job a 2 week notice. Because I never really intended on quitting until I knew I had this shit in the bag." And so that's what I sent. I don't have a reply yet. I don't know what she's going to say. But I just say that to say, do not quit your job until you know your ass is in that building. Do not quit like, if you can, the best practice to use is like, if you have another job and you're trying to get another job and you have offered another job and you're going into that other job, and if you still have like PTO from your old job, use the PTO to get a feel of that new job to determine if you really want to quit that job. That's what you should do. That's what I was going to do. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to use a PTO day, go there, see if I like it. And if I don't, I'm just going to come back to my old job." But at this point, I'm over it. I don't even want it. It's just too much. I appreciate the offer. And if nothing else, I just love working from home. I don't like being in people's faces all day. I don't. This is what I wear when I'm working. This is it. I don't have to dress up. I don't have to put on earrings and jewelry and "Good morning, how are you?" water cooler talk and let's circle back and, let's touch base and all that stuff. I don't have the energy. I'm 38 years old. Honestly, I don't have the capacity mentally to take on a new role, to learn new shit. When I've been doing this and this shit's embedded in my head for the last 3 or 4 years. And I know people are going to say, "Well, why did you even do the job?" Because it paid more. It pays a lot more. I thought I wanted it. But you know what? It's your peace. Your peace is way better than any other.
That's a video, guys. I'm just here also to share my 2 cents, like what I think about today's video, why you should not quit your job in 2025. Okay, so this is not the time to make emotional decisions with your livelihood. Okay, the economy is not in the stable place. Inflation is still beating. Layoffs are happening in industry that used to be considered safe, and AI is changing the landscape of work faster than most people can keep up with. So if you're thinking about walking away from your job, especially without a solid plan or financial caution, I want to ask you to pause. Just pause. Let's talk about the fantasy that's being sold online. We keep seeing people flexing there. "I quit my 9 to 5 and now I'm making a $10,000 a month from the laptop lifestyle." But what they don't show you are the years of uncertainty, the failed business, the long nights of self doubt, or even the privilege that gave them the runaway to try in the first place. Not everyone has a support system or safety net to fall back on. If you got rent, student loans, and family to support, or just basic living expenses, quitting without a game plan could set you back years. And let's not forget, a job, even if it's not your dream one, gives you a structure, income, health insurance, and sometimes even access to learning and growth opportunities. It can be your foundation while you build something new on the other side. Now, I'm not saying don't dream big or don't work on your passion. I'm not saying settle, but there's a difference between being bored and being reckless. If you hate your job, that's valid. If you're burnt out or feel unappreciated, that's real. But instead of walking out, let's talk strategy. Keep your switch departments. Can you apply for better paying roles while still earning while you are? Can you start that side hustle in your free time and schedule it slowly until it's truly paying the bills? There's a difference between quitting your job and outgrowing it. One is impulsive, okay? The other one is intentional. And in 2025 is a year for being intentional. There's also something to be said about the mental health side of things. Work can be draining, yes, but no job can give you life full meaning. And sometimes what people really need is a shift in routine, better boundaries, or even therapy, not to drop everything and hope their podcast or Subscribe store goes viral. Social media has glamorized quitting, but it's rarely shown the pressure. There's the uncertainty of how isolating that journey can be. Having a job can actually provide stability while you heal, plan, and find clarity. It doesn't mean you are giving up, it means you're being wise with your resources. And let's talk about money because passion doesn't pay the bills, at least not right away. Quitting your job without 6 months to years worthy of living expenses saved up is dangerous. The cost of living is still high, and let's be honest, unexpected expenses always shown up when you least expect. Your car breaks down, you get sick, something in the apartment leaks. If you don't have consistent income, this thing can snowball into serious problems. Staying employed while you build your dream can buy you the time and stability to handle life without crisis mode. Here's something I wish more people said out loud. Not every job is meant to fulfill your soul, and that's okay. Sometimes jobs are stepping stone. Some are simply financial tools, and that doesn't make your dreams less valid. It makes you realistic. You can still write your book, start your business, or build your brand while working a 9 to 5. Plenty of successful people did both for years. Beyonce was working behind the scenes before the world knew her. Okay, a lot of people were working full-time jobs while building her YouTube channel. So don't feel like your current job defines you. It's a tool, not a sentence. Also, if you quit your job right now and you don't have a proven system to replace that income, it's going to impact not just you but the people who depend on you. That's the truth. No one wants to hear you. Being broke and chasing your dream doesn't look cute when bills pile up. Credit card debt ranks up and you start resetting the very passion you once loved. Sometimes keeping your job is actually the best way to protect your creativity because when your basic needs are met, you create from a place of joy, not desperation. So, what should you do if you are deeply unhappy at your job? Start with the quality. What exactly is making you miserable? Is it the work itself, the company, the culture, the lack of purpose? Sometimes it's something you can fix, like setting boundaries or taking a course to upgrade your skills. Other times, yeah, you need to leave, but that doesn't mean storming out. It means updating your resume, networking like crazy, and stocking your savings so you can move from one opportunity to the next without fear of financial ruin. Look, I'm not here to kill anyone's dream. I'm here to help you protect them. There is nothing wrong with having big goals, but there's something wrong with throwing away your foundation before you build the next floor. So in 2025, I challenge you to be smart, be patient, and don't fall for the highlight reels you see online. Your real life deserves better than a 5 second TikTok clip. Keep your job, keep your income, and build your dream with your strategy, not struggle. Okay, so a lot of people like they've been struggling. We've seen a lot of people coming on TikTok saying, I've not been having a job since 2024, since 2022. I have not found a job until this time. And remember, we are now in 2025 and someone already they are not having a job. And you yourself, you want to quit your job. Why are you quitting your job if you don't have any other job which is going to give you the bills? Yes, as much as we want to start maybe content creation, building a brand, it's not easy to build a brand, okay? You need the income for you to build this brand, and you need to have enough money which is going to be paying your rent and all these things while you're building your brand. It won't be nice you quit your job and start from scratch hoping that this is going to pay you, because YouTube sometimes it can pay you in 1 month, it can pay you in 2 months, it can pay off in 6 months, it can pay off in 2 years. So you're not really sure when you're going to go viral. Okay. So keep that job while you're doing your videos, make your videos in your free time, and grow your channel until you start paying. You see, okay, now I have the stable income, because also YouTube, it has its up and down. Okay, different platforms, or not only YouTube, because this month you can make a lot, the next month you make a little bit, and the next month you make a lot. It's just like that schedule, like that. So don't start by quitting your job. Keep that job. That job is the one which is going to help you build your career. Okay. So I know you heard it. I know you have valid reasons for that. But as we are seeing things in 2025, it's not easy for you to have a job. So take care of that job and make sure you're doing your best as a person. Okay, because I've seen a lot of people are being laid off from different companies. So let's take care of our jobs. We are not playing this time. Make sure you take care of that job. Don't just leave it like that and all that, because a lot of people are looking for the same job. Okay, so if you have plans to start a business, let that be a side hustle while you're building it. If you now you say, okay, it's at this level of paying my bills, I'm able to pay, and you can quit and you can focus on your career goals. Okay, so I'm not saying you should stop dreaming big. I'm just saying don't quit if you don't have financial income properly, because you're going to suffer. At the end of the day, you're going to go homeless. You start living in your car, you start having problems buying food. I don't want you to fall for that. Okay, so let's like face the reality. Let's be facing the reality. Don't just rush, because I saw someone on TikTok quitting their jobs. They made a foundation of quitting. Like, if they tell you their story, sit down and tell you everything what really happened, you're gonna be shocked. Okay, so as much as we are building our brands and so ever, let's not quit our jobs unless you don't have a job and you're starting from scratch. Or you can do that. Okay, you can do that. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next episode.